think maybe we throw out a couple names that we like, and maybe make a ticket that you like.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So, do you want to go first? Who do you have on your list?
Sure, there's a couple I like. So, I really, really like. This is my long shot. I'm going to start here because if I'm locking in on one horse, I went back and I was reading the Sports Illustrated article, and they talked about his last race. So I went back and started watching his last race, and it was kind of muddy, and I was really hoping it would be a little rainy. It is in the dirt, maybe the course, not like a made track. So, and he won that race against a pretty heavy favorite in this, and that is King Fury.
King Fury,
my long shot.
He's won a couple races at Churchill too, has he not?
He has. He
won 2 races. He won the Street Sense Overnight Stakes.
Yep.
I'm not sure how many points he earned for that one. And he won the Maiden Special Weight, both at Churchill Downs. Yep. So some experience here. He also has a 5th place at Churchill Downs in the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes. That was in November of 2020. But all of those races were in 2020. But he's got a couple firsts. Like I would get behind you on this pick with King Fury here. Yeah. I think he's a good pick as like a dark horse, kind of back of the pack.
Deep closer, man. Deep closer, they said.
Yeah, deep closer.
I love the idea. By the way, I really, really like horses that come back from behind. I don't know why.
Just something fun about that. Something fun.
Like, here it comes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be the guy that's out front. Hold on.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's much more fun when you see the horse come from behind and you're cheering and getting more excited as they're coming forward.
Where are you looking long shot kind of wise?
Yeah, long shot wise. Yeah, and maybe it's not like a deep long shot by any means. And it's one that when I was doing a bit of reading, I kind of I went deep into who the trainer was. And so this one for me was it's called Medina Spirit. They're 15-1, so not like super deep as a long shot. But their trainer is Bob Baffert, and Bob Baffert has won. He's got 6 career wins at the Kentucky Derby, and he's won 3 of the last 5. And so winning in 2015, 2018, and he won last year. So I'm banking on the trainer here with this one. That said, I believe he also had 2 other horses that were supposed to. One was Concert Tour, which was supposed to be a big favorite for this as well, or one of the favorites. They're out, so he's left with Medina Spirit is sort of this trainer Bob Baffert's.
This Bob guy is pretty good. I take it. Like he seems like a big deal.
Yeah, truthfully, I don't know much about him. To be honest with you. He's won a bunch of times, and he's won
all
3
I heard
in
was
the last 5.
This is his number 3 horse. Like this is
not
even his top horse he's throwing in. What is this?
Yeah, and it's still like 15-1. So post number's 8, not too bad. Yeah. The horse is a stalker in terms of the running style. I don't love the record at 2 and 3. That doesn't bode well, but maybe Bob Baffert's got a little bit of magic here. Well, Bobby, and he can pull something out. So I kind of like that one just based on the experience of the trainer and what we're looking at. So that's kind of my long shot that I would look at. What do you got in terms of
if I'm trying to make my ticket here? So I'm going to bet a couple of these to win. So obviously I'm taking the King Fury run just for the nice payout there. After reading about the horses, obviously the soup and sandwich just feels right just from a name standpoint. But 2 kind of jump out at me, and it was Rock Your World and Known Agenda. Now, Known Agenda was the one that is in the post position, right? Or the first spot there. Never great for a 20-horse race. Talk about soup and sandwiched in. This guy would be absolutely blocked from going anywhere. And then Rock Your World. He was prefers to press the race. So this guy, he wants to be out there, out front. So we'll see. Again, I just chuckle every time. The son of Candy ride. Like when in my life did I ever go, son of John Troy is this? It's just not something that ever happens.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
so ridiculous. Why is this dad so important for him to be an athlete? Like Gretzky's kids didn't make the NHL. Come on.
It's the genetics, I guess. Like
this comes back to the
that's
work.
True, actually.
Individual work ethic of the horse. First and foremost, man.
Individual work
Does he
ethic
care? Does he have a heart? Does he have passion? Does he want to be there?
I don't know. Or does the horse just really want to eat some oats and carrots and not
let me
do
chill,
this?
Guys. Let me chill.
Have you seen the Jerry Seinfeld bit on horse racing?
Yes.
It's so good. When he talks, it's so good. And he talks about, like, from the perspective of the horse. The horse is like, what are we doing? I was just here. Like, we did. I just ran as fast as I possibly could to get to this point. Right?
Oh, man.
It's so good. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch.
So who are you taking? Where are you going?
Yeah, so I'm there with you on Rock Your World for a couple reasons. Yeah, they're 5-1. Mm-hmm. He's running out of the 15 post, and he's right next to Essential Quality. Ooh, right? Who's in 14. Yeah. So those horses running side by side, both of them are pace pressers.
Yeah.
That's where I think you're going to see the pace of this race is between those two horses. Basically, it's your 1 and 2 horse running side by side right in the middle of the pack. Yeah. So that's why I think you're going to see a fast race would be my guess. Again, I'm saying that not knowing a thing about horse racing. But that's just what I would assume based on what I've read here. So those two running side by side is really interesting to me. I love Hot Rod Charlie for the handle.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he's going to struggle a little bit with the pace, to be honest with you. But he's one that's kind of showing up for me there a little bit. And then the only other one that I might sort of look at in terms of, I guess within being a bit of a favorite, man, there's a lot of long shots in this. Really, it comes down to like Known Agenda, Hot Rod Charlie, and then those two favorites in Essential Quality and Rock Your World. But like Highly Motivated was the other one that I've heard a bunch of really good things about. And he's got one win on dirt back in November in 2020, and he's got a third and a second there. So that's another one that I was kind of just him and hawing about and looking at. But probably if I'm going to focus anywhere, I'm going to look at Rock Your World. I really liked Known Agenda, and I'm just nervous about that post position in that first spot. So that's the only thing that makes me a little bit weary on that particular one. So Highly Motivated, though, that would be the other one. He's a pace presser from a horse. Yeah. He's got good pace in terms of speed. His record obviously is not the greatest at 2-2-1, but he's won a race and he's finished second and third in 2020. So he could be right there in the mix. Something to watch out for. And that one race that he had was on dirt. So I don't mind that. He's in post 17. He's a little far out there. But could be there down the stretch.